focus is.
But why does that mean it's okay to lie about the state of the investigation and the truth of being attacked by Russia during the election? He said he misspoke. You're saying he didn't misspeak.
I'm saying
he just hid the truth because it's more helpful for the future?
No, it's actions speak louder than words. When you look at how tough Donald Trump has been, when he expelled 60 of their diplomats over the death of those 2 agents, when you see the sanctions that he's loaded up, when you saw now today, he's the one that approved the indictments of the 12 individuals coming out before he went to Russia or went to Helsinki. He has been taking the steps with sanctions and things well beyond anything President Obama did.
Well, hold on a second. Let's take it point by point.
And he has said time and again that he does understand they meddled in our election.
Well, but he said the opposite on the world stage in Helsinki.
And that's why he misspoke.
And then, now you are saying that he misspoke.
Oh, yeah,
because before you were making the case that he didn't want to deal with it because it's better for peace overall.
No,
but now you're saying he got it wrong and he believes that Russia meddled. That's what you're saying now?
Absolutely. He believes Russia meddled.
Okay, we're going to take that on, but just one by one. One, you guys in Congress voted 98-2 on those sanctions. The administration slow-walked it. We got 100 sources on that. You know Trump was against doing the sanctions. You know he complained.
I disagree with that.
He complained about the bill and said it was a gross overextension and you were hurting his ability to negotiate. When more sanctions were offered up, he said no to doing them. When it came to getting rid of the diplomats, he fought that and it was slow walk through the Treasury. Those are the facts. It happened, but it wasn't at his urging, and neither was that indictment. If you're saying here tonight, Chris, that the president told Rosenstein to put out the indictment, is that what you're saying?
I am. I am saying that.
So you're saying the president contacted the deputy attorney general and weighed in on how the investigation into Russia was being conducted?
The deputy attorney general contacted Trump to get his opinion on whether this should be for or be after the summit.
Because that's not how it was reported. It was reported that Rosenstein gave him a heads up, not that he asked the president whether or not to go public with the indictment. You sure on that?
Well, I was not in the meeting, but it's my understanding that Trump weighed in and he was fine with it coming out.
So the president has influence over what happens in the Mueller probe and when it happens?
Not in the Mueller probe, but in this case, when you have a president, the leader of the free world, going to meet with an adversary such as Vladimir Putin, the timing of the indictment wasn't going to change whether it was today, tomorrow, or 4 days from now. I would expect the Department of Justice, out of a courtesy to the leader of the free world,
to give him a heads up.
To give him, and also to ask if there was any issues they should be aware of that would say they should delay it. What was the rush? It wouldn't matter whether they did it.
But hold on, that's a separate consideration. I just want to nail this part down, and then I want to get back to the main part of the conversation. It is my understanding that the president did not tell Rosenstein when to put out the indictment, that Rosenstein told him. It is very important for us to know if that's not the dynamic. If Rosenstein said to the president, is now a good time to put this out, because that would show that the president very much has influence over what's happening in the probe. Is that your understanding?
You're using the word influence in a negative context.
No, straight. Did he tell Rosenstein, put it out now?
I believe he said to Rosenstein, I approve it going out now. I suspect Rosenstein did tell him he would want to or intend to. And by taking it to the president, who's getting ready to go on a historic summit, I think that's a courtesy you would give to the president.
No, it's good to know. I just want to nail it down. So when the president says, I don't know what they're doing, I don't have anything to do with it, we know that there is an exchange back and forth, a courtesy, as you say.
This was not the Mueller probe.
Well, it is the Mueller probe. It is an indictment that is an offshoot of the probe, a product of the probe. But I understand your point. Now, your bigger point that you're making, Chris, is the president agrees with his own government, with the intelligence community, that Russia is responsible and he misspoke. If that's the truth, then why did he say this?
I accept our intelligence community's conclusion that Russia's meddling in the 2016 election took place. Could be other people also. There's a lot of people out there.
Can't be other people. If it's Russia, it cannot be other people. The IC says
why would you say
it is nobody else. That's the conclusion.
Hey, I serve on the telecommunications and the oversight committees on energy and commerce, and let me tell you, we are being hacked. Hundreds of thousands, if not million times a day, people probing from any countries, whether it's Iran, North Korea.
But that's not the context of the discussion. This is who attacked us during the election. The answer is Russia, not or somebody else. You know what he's doing. He's casting doubt on the conclusion, and why he does that is the big question.
I think he's stating factually every country that is an adversary to ours is probing us, whether it's our elections, whether it's our electrical grid, whether it's our banking, whatever it may be. They are probing all the time, and I wouldn't doubt for a second there were other folks playing around in our election, and it was Russia, absolutely, 98%. But I wouldn't be surprised either if you didn't have China or Iran or North Korea or some other country.
But don't you understand that as a hedge against the main conclusion, especially in conjunction with these other statements? Let's play the mashup.
I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial. I think that the United States has been foolish. I think we've all been foolish. Where is the server? I want to know, where is the server? What happened to Hillary Clinton's emails? 33,000 emails gone, just gone.
Does not sound like he is agreeing with the intelligence community.
Oh, no, I'm convinced he absolutely agrees with the intelligence community.
Well, if he absolutely agrees, then why did he have to correct it today? And why were we the embarrassment of the international stage?
Hey, we all misspeak on occasion, but I will tell you, when you look at our standing in the country today, a lot of it has to do with the news media. When I watch folks use terms like treason, oh my God, Chris, that
was Brennan who said it, the former CIA director. It wasn't the media. It was a former CIA director.
Yeah.
So how is it the media?
Well, because it's being reported now and pushed like this guy's got some level of credibility. There's no credibility for someone.
The former head of the CIA, the president of the United States, stood on the world stage next to Vladimir Putin, who until Trump, you guys all hated, by the way. I grew up with a generation of Republican leadership who saw Russia as the absolute inimical force to freedom around the world.
And they still are.
And now he stands next to him, he shakes his hand, he says he's a good man, he agrees with him against his own government, and you say it's the media? Thank God for the media testing power, Chris, or maybe we wouldn't be in this situation today of trying to get the president to clarify where he is.
They are missing the long game, which is peace in this world with North Korea, Iran, and Syria, and you're not going to get there unless Vladimir Putin is negotiating with, I think, the best negotiator.
So you have to let him get away with attacking you during the election.
He's not getting away with it.
So you have to let him think that you don't believe he attacked the election.
Here's what we don't know. There was a lot of one-on-one time between Vladimir Putin and President Trump, and I have spent one-on-one time with President Trump. He does not mince words. He knows what's going on. You'll never meet a sharper, smarter individual than President Trump.
But he misspoke on the most important statement that he had to make yesterday in front of the entire world.
Well, any and all of us will misspeak. He's corrected it, which is what matters. He has said absolutely, yes, he has. He has said he absolutely believes our intelligence community when they said they meddled in the election, and to say others were as well.